Pablo, and I want to show you how to promote your crypto art on Decentraland. We will be doing that by building a 3D gallery on Decentraland with free resources to rent a cheap land on dclrenting.com and to organize an event in Decentraland. Item to build a gallery with free resources in Decentraland. To do that, we go to the builder .decentraland.org. We can create our scene. Let's choose the size, a small parser, so that is cheaper. And here is the builder. We have some resources, decorations to add. Also, we have some smart items that allows us to add interactivity in an easy way, but we cannot find a building for our gallery. But we can go to dcl.digital where we can find free resources. We just go add to the cart and we can download uh, our files. This page is done by SwissDCL, so thanks SwissDCL for being so good and uploading free resources. Well, once we have our resources, we just uncompress our file and we will find the models here. It has a README that explains what you can do and what you cannot. And well, what we can do here is to create an asset pack. This is like a folder of different models, and we can just drag and drop our models here. So we can import all models. Here we have all the items, and we can name the folder of all the items. Let's call it gallery or Swiss gallery or whatever. Okay, and then I have my assets ready. So I open the Swiss gallery and I can drag and drop the whole gallery here. Okay. Here it shows this red square around because it's out of the bounds of the scene. So we can make it fit well. And here we have our gallery ready to use. We can preview how it looks by clicking the eye icon, and here we can see how it will look in the central app. Well, it has here something to go up, and well, you can see the gallery. So we close the preview to our work in the gallery. So we have an image here. We can select. We will need to position it well in the gallery. So well, this is the entrance. So well, here you have the controls to see how to control the camera and stuff here. So well, with the keyboard with the arrows, you can just move inside. You can move that image that will have the and let's say that we want to put on that wall. That wall. So we move it a bit. Let's move the camera to approach the item and we can rotate the item. Let me highlight the right in a bit difficult to highlight the axis I want to rotate. Okay, maybe it's better. If I move first, well, I can scale to make it bigger and maybe now I can rotate. Uh, It doesn't let me rotate it. The green. Oh, I almost have. No, no. Here. Okay, finally. Okay, let's bring it a bit to the front. It's a bit hard to. I like the the axis to move. Okay, we can move like this. A bit more here. I think I like it more bigger. Bigger. Okay. The image, so we can go and copy the link address of an image. For example, this one. We go to the builder and we put our link here. And then we are showing our artwork here. Okay. This image has a URL to the image, but it doesn't have a link so that the user clicks on the image and go to a site. So to do that, for now, what we have is an external link component here that we can place here. We can, for example, position below the art. We can rotate it. And we can put the link to the artwork, for example, here. And that's more or less. The second point, which is renting cheap land on decentraland.com. So we access DCL renting. It will require you to register with your mail, and that's all. So we want to rent a land, so we go to the market and we look for something cheap. For example, we have this ad here, which is quite cheap. It says that it's a song with other creators around, so you can have some traffic. And the duration is 2 months, and the price this one around maybe $10 per month. So it will be like $20. So if you just sell one artwork for $20, you already cover uh, the the price. You can visit in the central and the sun. Well, let's visit. So we are in the central now, and this is our parcel here. We see that there are buildings around, so we can expect that some people will come. And we have this Ethermont garden here. So this is where we will place our gallery. So we can return to this renting. Okay, I like this and I want to request. Uh, Here we see the details of the ad. We want to add a comment to tell the landowner what you want to do. So for example, I want to build a gallery here. And you have some details about the contract details. Uh, Basically, how it works is that the tenant has to pay at the start of the month, and the landowner gets the money at the end of the month. And also, there is an indemnization. Let's say that you start the contract and the contract is broken by the owner because it removed you permissions to deploy to the land, then you will receive indemnization of 25% of what you have paid. So, well, you have all the details here, and let's say that I accept, and it will require us to sign. Once we sign, the request has been submitted, and we just have to wait for the landowner to accept our request. The landowner has accepted the request, so we just have to pay the first month. And well, once the payment is processed, the next step will be to just wait for operating permissions that give you permission to deploy the content. Okay, the payment has been processed, and now we just wait for operator permissions on that land. We see that the landowner has assigned us operator permissions, so we can start deploying our content to the land, and the contract is running right now. So we can go to the gallery again, and we open our scene, and on it load we can click on publish and publish to land, where we go to the place where we have the deployment permissions and just click publish. Okay, now we can jump in to see if our content is deployed. We see that we have our gallery here. We can visit the place and we see our artwork here. Easy. The last step to organize an event. To do that, we can go to events decentraland.org. Here we see other events that are happening, and we just click on submit event. You can upload an image, put the description, the name of the event, select the date. It can be several days, the whole day, or just 1 hour, whatever you want. And this is important to put the latitude and longitude, the chords of your land in the central land, and the realm. The realm is important to select one so that all the people can see each other, because if the people are in different realms, they don't see each other. So, for example, we can select, I don't know, unicorn pink, for example. And you submit, and then Decentraland will verify your event and accept it if everything is fine. And that's pretty much all.